October 10th, Clarksville, Tennessee will play host to a featherweight bout that's guaranteed fireworks.
Now we have the back. Isaac Thompson, first round finish.
Aussie native Isaac Thompson aims to make it 3 in a row as he clashes with the always dangerous
Lamboev looking for the finish. It's an injured Ben Rowe.
Akbarjan Islamboev.
And now Thompson, offensive onslaught, drops Delgado.
Two featherweight elites battle for supremacy and to see who will inch closer to undisputed gold.
What a showman. And he's covering up. As this Lamboev's looking for the finish.
This young man is just growing before our eyes.
And what is up, LFA Nation? Welcome to the Legacy Fighting Alliance and LFA, the Fight Network. Ron Kruk, along with the former Strikeforce and WEC lightweight champion, Gilbert Melendez. We are just outside of Music City, Clarksville, Tennessee, Gil, as we gear up for another event. This will be the 30th different state that the LFA has produced an event in. Pretty amazing.
Amazing indeed, and super excited to be here. A new state, very important to highlight the talent all through the region out here. Really excited to be here, and we have a fantastic main event, Ron.
We sure do. That's going to be, you saw the preview right there. That is going to be a huge matchup. But before that, we've got work to do here on the LFA Fight Network. We will be delivering to you 3 preliminary bouts, beginning with the featherweight division, a matchup between Adrian Thomas and Carter Beekman. Then it's a light heavyweight showdown and 2 athletes making their professional MMA debuts when Finn Martin meets Trevor Linderman. And finally, the flyweights will wrap up the prelims when Bryce Woerner clashes with Trevor Grice. Those are our early fights. We got a huge card coming up. If you haven't done so, get over to UFCFightPass.com and sign up today. UFC Fight Pass is the exclusive home of the LFA. Gil, just outside of Nashville, in a region that brings back some great memories for me, and I know for you too, because you, back in 2010, successfully defended your Strikeforce lightweight title, beating the always tough Shinya Oki down in Nashville.
Wow, it's so fun to go down memory lane. It was very nostalgic coming into Nashville, Tennessee for the first time since that event on CBS. We know things went a little sideways there, but more importantly, I had a huge victory against who was debatably #1 in the world, Shinya Oki, fighting in Japan, maybe #2 under BJ Penn at the time. And at the same night, Jake Shields took on Dan Henderson, which was an amazing event. So a lot of history of MMA in Tennessee. We were a part of it. You know, a little extracurricular
you know what? You
activity,
need to give yourself some credit, because you and your Scrap Pack teammates got 2 victories that night, because you also took out Mayhem Miller when he was interrupting Jake Shields' post-fight interview. You know, the Scrap Pack just takes care of it.
Yeah, so 3 wins that night. Myself, Jake Shields, and then the team, right? You know, it was a legendary moment. Mayhem Miller came in, spoiled the moment for Jake Shields.
Learned a lesson.
You know, boys will be boys. We were young men. We were completely authentic. We didn't like it. We got into it. But we love Mayhem now. He's a great guy. We shake hands. We were just boys being boys at the time, but what a moment.
It really was. A lot of history here in Tennessee, and we're ready to make some history tonight as the LFA stages the first ever event here in Tennessee. Well, let's get the action rolling, and the tail of the tape, powered by CPI Stem Cells. A matchup between Adrian Thomas and Carter Beekman. Thomas is 32 and Beekman 4 years younger. Both athletes stand a 5'8" and made the contracted weight. The slight reach advantage goes to Beekman. Now to kick off LFA number 219 is the voice of the LFA Octagon and Nashville's next big singing sensation, Mike Kendall.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live live on the LFA Fight Network on YouTube for continuing preliminary action here at LFA 219. And we are set to go for 3 5-minute rounds in the LFA Featherweight division. Brought to you tonight by CPI, Cellular Performance Institute, Cutting Edge Stem Cell Therapy. Visit online at cellularperformanceinstitute.com for more information. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This mixed martial artist stands 5'8", weight in 145.6 pounds. He holds a professional record. 3 wins, 1 defeat, with 2 wins coming by way of knockout. Representing Scrapyard MMA, fighting out of Chickamauga, Georgia, by way of East Ridge, Tennessee, Carter Beekman. His opponent across the octagon, fighting out of the red corner, is a wrestler and boxing style fighter standing 5'8", weight in 145 pounds. He holds a professional record. 2 wins, 1 defeat, with both wins coming by way of submission. Representing Wildside MMA and SSF, fighting out of Clarksville, Tennessee, Boomaye Adrian Thomas. Your referee, Eric McMahon.
All right, fighters, we went over all the rules earlier. Fight hard, fight fair, listen to my instructions at all times. Touch them up now if you wish, and back to your corner.
LFA, a featherweight division. There he is, Clarksville native and former D1 wrestler Adrian Thomas, going for his 3rd win in a row, making his LFA debut tonight. But also riding a 2-fight win streak. Carter Beekman returns to competition for the first time since April of 2024. They set the tone quickly. Beekman firing away, Gil.
Yeah, you saw it. Leg kick, overhand right. He is not intimidated by Thomas. And Thomas has to be thinking D1 wrestling about now.
Absolutely. Wow. Beekman with the knee and just pushes Thomas up against the cage. Nasty elbow. Thomas on the ground, and Beekman looking for a submission, attacking the neck.
Beekman really foot on the gas pedal out the gate, throwing some leg kicks, some big overhand rights, having success. Now he's all over Thomas, has the neck run.
Look at this. On the back of the hometown favorite, Adrian Thomas. They go down to the ground. It looks like Thomas is fighting his way out of this, though, Gil.
Well, Thomas showed some durability and some mental toughness. I thought he might have been in trouble, backpacked and choked. Did a little hula hoop. I did that to Clay Guida back in the days. That's what we named it.
Sir.
I love that wrestling. Shook him off. Now he's in good position. Let's see how Beekman responds.
Furious pace to kick off the LFA 219 preliminary fights here on the LFA Fight Network.
Great job by Beekman, but also got to salute Thomas here for weathering that storm. Staying in the fight here and where he wants to be, a wrestler, having the waist, making Beekman carry his weight. Oh, big knee, another big knee run.
Knees landing for the Clarksville, Tennessee native, and he continues to fire away. And now Beekman slips out, stumbles out, and we will reset in the center of the octagon. Thomas connecting now. Beekman in trouble. Another knee from Thomas. Wicked shot, Skill.
Yeah, the tables have turned. Thomas shows that he can get down on his feet as well, landing 2 big overhand rights.
And now pounding away. I think Carter Beekman is in trouble.
Big turnaround, turn of events run. Beekman looked like he was steamrolling Thomas for a second. Thomas really turning the tables here. Oh, very intelligent. Clears the hand, grabs it, manually moves it, throws the knee. Beekman makes an adjustment now.
Adrian Thomas, the 32-year-old from right here in Clarksville, Tennessee, turns the tables. Now he's on the back of Beekman. He has 2 submission wins in his 2 victories. But those knees continue to do damage.
Humping him, pressing Beekman's head against the cage. A great stiff arm, allowing him just to unload these knees over and over, scoring points, Ron.
Gil, if you are Beekman's coaches, what are you saying to him besides get off the cage?
Yes, you got to go different directions. Now he switched directions. Keep going back. You can't turn towards him, so you almost have to face the cage. And now he's working a Kimura. Definitely a good idea, but I wouldn't have tried to go to my back with this Kimura. But he's working something here. At least stop the onslaught of knees and punches for a while. Not a bad decision. Some grappling as a form of defense.
And now some wicked body shots from Thomas.
Yeah, just making
heavy shots.
I'll make an adjustment. You have the Kimura, the body's open. Let me land some big punches. Have to let go of the Kimura now.
Coming up on 1 minute to go, opening round in this LFA featherweight matchup. Adrian Thomas and Carter Beekman, both men making their LFA debuts. Beekman trying to get up, but Thomas smothers him and is on his back again.
Yeah, nearly a tripod sweep a la Anthony Pettis from Beekman. But Thomas bounced back up, looking like he wore the damage way more. Beekman is starting to feel the wear and tear of the punches and knees of Beekman.
I think you're right. Under 30 to go in a fight where Carter Beekman came out hard and fast, and then Adrian Thomas has since turned the tables, weathered the storm, and has really been picking apart Carter Beekman.
Rough start for Thomas, but just really turned it around, and I'm surprised Beekman is still here.
And he may be saved by the bell here, Gil.
Absolutely.
Or the horn. Man, what a comeback for 32-year-old Adrian Thomas. Back-to-back wins. His only loss was in his pro debut back in 2017. This is his first fight in over a year and a half. There he is with his Wild Side MMA team. The Clarksville, Tennessee native. Let's check out the action. Really started. Carter Beekman started the dance early.
Yeah, man, had an aggressive start and had success. Big elbow against the cage. Just putting the pressure on Thomas. But Thomas turns it around. Look at that 2-3-2 combo.
Man.
That presses Beekman back to the cage, followed by some knees. Beekman was getting hurt. I don't know how he stayed standing after this onslaught.
No
there it
doubt.
is. Two big right hands land. And Thomas really turned the tables here and experienced some adversity early on in this fight and is answering really well. And Beekman has faced some adversity as well. Let's see how he answers back.
Won an amateur title with a local Tennessee-based group, did Adrian Thomas, and Carter Beekman. Blue belt in BJJ, powerful guy representing Scrapyard MMA, fighting out of Georgia, and we are set for round number 2, LFA featherweight division. Ron Kruk and Gilbert Melendez with you. And Thomas pressing the action early, low kick from Beekman.
Beekman threw a big overhead. Oh my gosh!
He caught him!
Holy
He caught him! Thomas is down!
How is Thomas standing? Oh, he has a choke on. That is tight. Can Thomas get out, Ron?
Beekman looking for the submission after dropping Thomas. Oh, he's down! Over and out! Enter Sandman! Carter Beekman puts Adrian Thomas to sleep.
That was the most back and forth roller coaster ride of a fight I've experienced in a long time. Both these guys just playing with our emotions. My goodness, what a comeback win for Beekman.
Incredible. Caught Thomas coming in and then brilliantly goes for the submission and scores it. His first career submission win for 28-year-old Carter Beekman.
There's something about this LFA octagon that really influences these young men, young ladies to really lay it all on the line. This is their interview before the big interview, right? So they're getting their interviews now, and my goodness, Beekman, and I believe Thomas showed that they're gonna be back here again, man. Those guys put on a fight. Oh Oh, promotion.
And this is just the appetizer. Now Beekman earning his purple belt inside the LFA octagon. I think with that submission, well deserved.
No arguments here.
Gil, let's check out how it went down here in the second.
Yeah, so he missed a big overhand right at the beginning, and then he did the fake overhand high right to the left hook and just put Thomas down. Look at that, rolls. Thomas tries to uppercut. Beekman wins with the left hook and then pursues with the ground and pound. I don't even know how Thomas was still around here. Beekman lands the front headlock choke. No arm in guillotine, holds it. Choking, and look at Thomas as a savage trying to get out. Goes to sleep on the mat. Back and forth fight. What a roller coaster ride. Beekman with the sub, purple belt. Congratulations.
Props to referee Eric McMahon for getting in there, realizing that Thomas was out, stopping this fight. Now, let's get the official time. We go inside. Here's Mike Kendall.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee Eric McMahon calls a stop to this fight. 37 seconds into the second round, declaring a winner by technical submission to guillotine choke, Carter Beekman.
Riding a two-fight win streak, Carter Beekman's win streak continues, earning his third straight victory, but his first inside the LFA octagon. Beautiful sign of sportsmanship there. Gets his first win via submission and ruins the LFA debut for the Clarksville, Tennessee native Adrian Thomas. But what a win for Carter Beekman. He is now 4-1, the young man from Georgia, getting the victory.
He left his heart. He got the purple belt, man. Yeah, he left it all out there, man. He is exhausted, but man, that's the look of hard work and overcoming some adversity there. Wow.
You called it. What a comeback for Carter Beekman. Well, tonight the LFA 219 main event will feature an important featherweight matchup when Australia's Isaac Thompson and Uzbekistan's Akbar Aslamboyev square off, with the winner putting themselves in the mix for a title shot. Next, here's a preview of that matchup and the LFA 219 card coming up on UFC Fight Pass.
When the lights shine in Tennessee, stars are made. Now, the LFA cage sets the stage for a new sound, the chorus of combat. In the main event, Isaac Thompson looks to deliver another hit performance, his striking a show-stopping act that keeps fans on their feet. But Akbar Aslamboyev, fighting out of Uzbekistan, is ready to write his own song in the featherweight division, one built on grit, pressure, and power. On this stage, only one fighter will walk away in rhythm with destiny and into title contention. Also returning to the LFA octagon, a titan of Tennessee, Raheem Rambo Forrest. Top Uruguayan prospect, Martin Camilo. Undefeated finisher, Jamal Mevladov. And young gun, Elias Rodriguez. In Tennessee, the fight future takes the spotlight in the LFA octagon. LFA 219, live on UFC Fight Pass.
The LFA makes its debut in the state of Tennessee at the F&M Bank Arena in Clarksville. Two of the best featherweights throw down in tonight's main event. Isaac Thompson is a young, exciting fighter originally from Sydney, Australia, but now training with the UFC legend Uriah Faber. Looking for a third straight win inside the LFA octagon, Thompson brings a high energy, in-your-face style, always looking for the finish. Growing up in mixed martial arts since the age of 8, Thompson believes he is well prepared for anything that comes his way inside the cage.
I haven't gone against or competed against or trained against something that I haven't seen. I've seen everything, trained my whole life.
In his way is one of the division's hottest fighters in Akbar Aslamboyev. Originally from Uzbekistan, Akbar is riding an 8-fight win streak dating back to 2022.
ISS Lamboev looking for the finish. It's an injured Ben Royal. I think he had to.
He is a master of sport and kickboxing in his home country, but believes he is well-rounded and comfortable no matter where the fight goes. Akbar looks to take advantage of Thompson's aggressive style and finish him early. Two of the best featherweights outside of the UFC look to show why they are contenders and deserve the call to the next level. The main event of LFA 219 starts now.
That is the main event for LFA number 219 coming up on UFC Fight Pass, but we've still got some business to take care of here on the LFA Fight Network. The light heavyweights now get the spotlight. Here's the matchup between Finn Martin and Trevor Linderman. Finn Martin is 31 years old, and Trevor Linderman is a couple years younger. Martin, a couple inches taller. Both fighters tip the scales at 203.8, and the 1.5 inch reach advantage goes the way of Linderman. Once again, inside Mike Kendall.
Fight fans, this contest is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the LFA light heavyweight division. Brought to you tonight by Bondi Pure, the ultimate health and detox drink. It's a science, not a diet. Learn more at BondiPure.com. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This wrestler stands 6'1", weighing in 203.8 pounds tonight. He's making his professional debut. Representing FBS Combat Club, fighting out of Knoxville, Tennessee, Trevor Monster of God Linderman. His opponent across the octagon, fighting out of the red corner, is a grappler standing 6'3", weighing in 203.8 pounds. He is also making his professional debut here tonight. Representing Nashville MMA, fighting out of Nashville, Tennessee, Finn Martin. Your referee in charge of the action, Keith Peterson.
Both here received your instructions. Touch gloves if you like. Let's fight.
Nice to have the veteran Keith Peterson back in the octagon.
No nonsense.
No messing around.
I love it.
Light heavyweight action. Trevor Linderman right there with the blue tape and purple trunks. A Finn Martin red tape and black shorts. Fighters touch gloves, and we are underway. High kick from Finn Martin.
That got up there quick, huh?
Yeah, no doubt. Both men making their pro debuts.
I really like Martin's footwork, real high on the tippy toes. Man, Linderman lets some hands go. Martin with the knee. We're scrapping here.
Both fighters landing here early in the first.
You said it, Ron. Both gentlemen are landing and staying in the pocket. Holy smokes, no one wants to back down. Martin trying to trip.
Tennessee bragging rights on the line in this. Martin from Nashville, Tennessee, originally from Virginia, and Linderman representing Knoxville, Tennessee.
You can feel it. You can feel it. These guys are going right after it. A lot of fast twitch. A lot of effort. Martin with the body lock, really trying to get Linderman down. Extremely good balance, and he's cut up. Martin's cut up.
He is. Good call, Gil. Hard to see from there. It's a great angle.
Linderman with the
GWP crew as these guys. And now it's Trevor Linderman circling out. They'll restart in the center of the octagon. I think both men are cut open.
Well, both guys were.
Oh, no! Big shots from Linderman. And down goes Finn Martin. He's in trouble.
Holy smokes, big combination. Martin not backing down, didn't do him a service. I'd like to see him circle out, get his stuff, get his wits back, and try to make this a wrestling match as much as he's trying right now. Linderman, now he takes it to the mat. Beautiful decision making.
A lot of time to operate, and now Linderman on the back of Martin.
Leaking is Martin all over the OnlyFans sign.
Linderman, oh man! What a transition by Martin! And now Linderman's on his back.
Wow! Linderman loses superior position by slipping off the top. Big moment for Martin, now in superior position, taking full advantage of it, Ron.
He's got Linderman in a tough spot, dropping some bombs here. Finn Martin look for an epic comeback. We've already seen one tonight.
I don't think there's enough damage being done to stop it here. He's definitely on top. Linderman needs to find a way out.
Finn Martin, 4 wins as an amateur by way of knockout. He's riding a 6-fight win streak. Trevor Linderman came in after an undefeated amateur career, making his LFA debut tonight as well. We have hit 2 minutes to go. Opening round, LFA light heavyweight action.
Wow, what another turn of events. Martin lands on top, taking full advantage. His energy bar is coming back. Looking to get the arm triangle and ground and pound at the same time. The back is taken.
Linderman continues to give up his back, but then he rotates back and forth. Hanging on, 1:25 to go.
Really just picking his poison. He's either mounted getting beat up or his back is taken.
This is a problem. Finn Martin mounting up, elbows, hammer fists, lefts, rights, just keeping Trevor Linderman planted. Another elbow.
Really getting that momentum.
Finn Martin pummeling Trevor Linderman. Fans on their feet here in Clarksville, Tennessee.
Holy smokes.
Referee Keith Peterson taking a close look, telling Linderman to defend himself. This could be over.
If he stops fighting, it's going to be over. He needs to keep moving. Oh.
That's going to do it. Finn Martin, a successful LFA debut, pounds his way to an impressive victory.
And is getting primal out there tonight.
This is just the appetizer, folks. Wait till you get to the main card here in Tennessee. Fans appreciating it. Packed house. It is loud. And we've had 2 fights and 2 finishes.
There are some risk takers out here.
You know, that is so well said. You know, nobody wins afraid of losing, and that's what we have seen in both of these fights.
And both guys coming back from adversity, guys taking lumps. Man, both guys, both fights, really leaving it out there. Takes 2 to tango.
Big smile from Finn Martin, the 31-year-old making his pro debut. And it will be one for the ages. The U.S. Army veteran, 2-time Fort Campbell combative champion, makes a impressive LFA debut. Let's take a look at this. It started off hot early, Gil.
I would say the theme of the night so far has been no filling out process. Right to the center. Who's the baddest in Tennessee? These guys exchanging punches. My gosh, Martin gets clipped, goes down. Linderman stays on top. And this was the turning moment. Slips off from the back here, trying to hold on. Martin lands on top. Never loses position, slowly gets his energy bar back, climbs the ladder. Some vicious ground and pound. Keith Peterson gave Linderman all the time in the world to try to make his way back up to the feet. Martin really hung tough and got a victory tonight. Holy smokes, man. Jeez, these guys are getting after it.
Unreal start here for LFA number 219. A very game effort from Trevor Linderman, but a successful pro and LFA debut for Finn Martin. Let's get the official time. Here's Mike.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Keith Peterson, calls a stop to this fight. 4 minutes, 22 seconds of the very first round, declaring your winner by TKO, Finn Martin.
That makes it 7 straight wins, including his amateur career and a successful pro and LFA debut for the U.S. Army veteran, Finn Martin. Welcome to the family, my man. Well, tonight, UFC title contender and LFA alum Corey Sandhagen will be in the corner of 24-year-old Elias Rodriguez, who tangles with undefeated Dylan Booker. Our ring reporter, Carissa Maxwell, is backstage with the Sandman.
Thanks, top bantamweight contenders, Corey Sandhagen, who he's been here before. He's familiar with the LFA cage, the LFA lights, but he's actually here cornering Elias Rodriguez, who's opening up the card tonight. What is it like coming back here as a coach and seeing this young prospect follow that same journey you did to the UFC?
Yeah, it's awesome. I'm really grateful to be a part of it. Elias is probably one of the best guys that I've ever seen as far as the talent goes in the gym, and he's super good at getting better, and I'm really excited for him tonight and his entire career because he's going to go really far.
And you've fought for titles. You've been the main event. You've traveled the world, fought the world's best fighters. How has that perspective helped you as a coach and also preparing Elias for this next step in his career?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I just get to like have him think about things that are important that you don't really get from coaches unless they have a lot of experience and stuff. So I'm not the best coach in the world quite yet, but I think I could definitely help Elias out a lot with just like what to expect and all of that stuff as he goes through his career.
And with him opening up the card, what can fans expect to see from him in the cage tonight?
Yeah, Elias is 2-0 right now with 2 finishes, so we're going to go for a 3rd finish. He's definitely skilled enough, good enough to do that, I believe, against anyone outside of the UFC right now. And when we get into the UFC, it'll be UFC guys too. But yeah, we're going for that tonight.
Well, good luck tonight, and good luck to you in your next fight. All right, thanks, Corey.
Thank you, Carissa. Nice job backstage with Corey Sandhagen, who gave Merab Dvalishvili all he could handle in that title fight at UFC 320. Scan the QR code on the screen and get in on the action at DimeBit Casino and Sportsbook, the official betting partner of the Legacy of Fighting Alliance. And Gilbert Melendez, we take a look at the odds here in the main event, and it's a close one. The veteran Isaac Thompson, a -108, and the comeback -128, both favorites. Islam Boyav making his LFA debut tonight.
What's so interesting about this matchup is it's right, it is even. These guys are masters everywhere, in the striking department, in the grappling department, in the submission department. It's going to come down to, as they always say, Ron, who wants it more? Who lands the first big shot? Some really exciting matchups. And my fight to watch is Humphrey versus Dupree Stewart.
Oh, yes.
And it looks -265 plus 225, but that's still my fight to watch. I think that's a very competitive fight.
A very alive +225 for Stewart. Look at the co-main event. Local favorite
Bryce Woerner.
Raheem Forrest +109, and the favorite in Martin Camillo, he is -152. Camillo coming off an amazing 35-second TKO win in his LFA debut, Gil, the last time out.
Absolutely, had a fantastic performance. Big left hooks landed, flying knee landed. But if you've seen Forrest fight, he's similar. He's a banger, man. That's why it's so close as well. These guys will be throwing big punches. You know, who lands first? And look at this, Isaac Thompson. We've seen this young man grow before our very eyes in the skill set, but we also had the opportunity to talk to him. This man is growing mentally as well. He's like walking into the office. People say they're ready, it's another day. For him, it really is another day. Such a seasoned pro. You can see he can get it done in the striking, but now he's a wrestler, not the defensive wrestler, the guy taking you and subbing you.
He's going to have his hands full with Akbar Islamboyev. He has been on fire. He's reeled off 8 straight wins and winner of 10 of 11.
Islamboyev brings so much energy to the LFA octagon. The man goes primal out there. He's yelling, he's barking, but he comes with an aggressive style. Lots of feints, trying to get reaction. Lets his hands go, big punches, big takedown, wheel kicks, flying knees. And he's a showman, 1,000%.
He sure is, man.
Look at this double leg slam out of Matt Hughes. Takes a lap wrap around the octagon over here, slams his opponent into the corner. But we talked to him in the interviews. So cool, calm, and collected, but determined to get a finish.
Thank God for Google Translate. Came up big. It's going to be a huge main event. Sign up now at UFCFightPass.com. Third and a final. LFA 290 prelim, and the tail of the tape is powered by DimeBit, official betting partner of the LFA. Here's the matchup. Bryce Woerner, only 22 years old, and at 35, Trevor Grice is 13 years his elder. Woerner is 4 inches taller, is 3.5 inches longer in the arms. Both men made weight for this flyweight class. Once again, inside, here's Mike Kendall.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the LFA Flyweight division, brought to you tonight by DimeBit.com Casino and Sportsbook, where anything is possible. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu style fighter stands 5'3", weight in 125 pounds tonight. He's making his professional debut. Representing Aero Martial Arts, fighting out of Jackson, Tennessee, Trevor Bam Bam Grice. His opponent across the octagon, fighting out of the red corner, is a wrestler and striking style fighter standing 5'7", weight in 125.8 pounds. He has a professional record, 1 win, 0 defeats. That win coming by way of submission. Representing Nashville MMA and Rossview High School Wrestling, fighting out of Nashville, Tennessee, Bryce Raging Cajun Woerner. Your referee, Keith Peterson.
Both of you received your instructions. Touch gloves if you like. Let's fight.
Final preliminary bout here in Clarksville, Tennessee. The flyweights get the action in the blue tape. Trevor Grice and Bryce Woerner from Nashville, Tennessee with the red. Ron Kruk and Gilbert Melendez here with you cage side for our final prelim here on the LFA Fight Network.
Woerner in the southpaw stance, managing the distance. I assume he's going to use that jab and that far leg kick.
Woerner 1-0, winner of 9 straight, including his amateur career, coming off a successful pro debut. And after a 6-fight amateur career, Trevor Grice takes a 3-fight win streak into his professional debut. It was 5-1 during his amateur career.
Woerner doing a great job of managing the distance, decides to close it now, has the body lock. Trying to get the frame here, looking to work some elbows and knees possibly. Nice elbow on the break.
Very fast, sneaky elbow through the guard.
Grice landed a stiff jab, lands an overhand right.
Grice has some power. 3 knockout victories as an amateur. Swinging wildly here early on.
Definitely. Oh, big head kick by Woerner.
Yeah, Woerner with that kick to just below the neck.
Woerner definitely has managed the distance, has a little bit more length, using it to his advantage. Grice trying to counter, getting close with that overhand right.
Nice level change from Woerner to avoid that shot. Comes with a flying knee, just misses. And now it's Grice pushing Woerner up against the octagon wall.
Woerner pummeling under, trying to create space. Grice looking like he really wants this takedown. Attempts to lift.
Nice balance so far to fend off the takedown. Grice still working that single leg. And he gets it.
But a switch and a reverse.
Quickly.
Still in the scramble, it looks like here. Grice not ready to let go of that leg yet.
Back up on the feet. Making this a dirty fight here in the clinch.
Yeah, Woerner doing a good job of sneaking those elbows in the clinch. Pummels the underhook, creates the space.
Just past the midway point of the opening round. This is LFA Flyweight division action, Woerner and Grice. The LFA 219 main card coming up at the top of the hour on UFC Fight Pass. Make sure you're following Legacy Fighting Alliance on all social media platforms at LFA Fighting.
Grice just having a hard time dealing with the distance management right now. Woerner doing a great job of just touching him and getting out of harm's way, closing the distance when he wants. Nice quick two-piece and a flying knee, Ron.
Solid knee again landed from Woerner.
I expect Woerner to pummel out. Look how he gets the frames. Wants to get the clinch. Landed the elbow last time. Let's see if he does it again. And sneaky through this position. Gets the body lock, but wants to get the frames where he can land elbows and knees, is what I'm seeing. Looks like Grice got a read on that one.
A little blood on the forehead of both men, and again, Woerner firing away. Nice hooks, combinations being thrown as we hit 1 minute to go.
Woerner's pressing a little bit more, getting closer. That could be in Grice's range, though. He has to still manage that distance well, but he's starting to feel it. Feels like he has enough information or data to close that distance. Sees the overhand and blocks it.
Yeah, nice defense. And now Bryce Woerner opening up here, having success with his kicks and his punches. Coming up on 30 seconds ago, was that a Woerner's corner calling for the head kick, I believe?
I didn't hear it.
Representing Nashville MMA, got the great UFC vet, Dustin Ortiz in his corner. Oh, nice shot from firing back, Trevor Grice. Body kick from Grice.
Woerner asked for it. Grice gave it, and great exchange by both men.
Horn sounds, and we will move to the second round here on the LFA Fight Network in this LFA Flyweight division matchup. Great action. Back and forth, and we will check out the highlights here early on, Gil.
Yeah, Woerner got the clinch, but did a great job of getting his frames in, letting go of the body lock just to sneak that elbow in. Just one, but I think enough to cut Grice and to score points and do some damage. Woerner doing a fantastic job of just controlling the distance. Big combination, followed up with that flying knee and back in that clinch, protecting his chin along the way, getting those frames, and landing a big elbow on the way out. This fight, I'll say, they felt each other out this first round, right? With the first two fights, man, there was no filling out process. Woerner doing a great job in measuring the distance and slowly closing it, getting enough information to take that risk and stay in that range, dangerous range of Grice a little bit more. Caught the punch and countered.
35-year-old Trevor Grice making his pro debut. Never too late.
That's right.
I love it.
That's right.
Set to go, Bryce Woerner with the red tape, blue trunks. Trevor Grice, blue tape, black shorts, clinch, and wow, Woerner got that knee through an elbow, and he is teeing off right now, another knee through the guard.
Great combination. I love how Woerner just took one step back out of range. One step back, not a bunch of steps back. A lot of guys land that combo and they leave. He took a step back, he was ready to counter. He didn't see it. Made the right decision to back out, and he'll do it again. Really good IQ so far from Woerner. Really enjoying his process, right?
Only 22 years old. Definitely looking to make a statement tonight. Comes in 1-0, but making his LFA debut.
And Grice is a gamer. He is not backing down, and
100%.
One big punch can really turn things around. He's got close a couple times.
You called it, man. 3 career knockouts in his amateur career. But now Woerner backing him up, pressing him up against the octagon wall. Woerner, Tapology's #1 ranked flyweight here in Tennessee, getting a lot of shine. won 5 titles as an amateur. Nice knee from Grice on the break.
Coming on that halfway point where Grice is going to have to make a decision himself. You know, I'm keeping it close, but I'm going to have to bite down, and I'm going to have to close the disc, maybe block some, eat some, and try to make something happen. Doesn't mean he has to go full Terminator, but he needs to try a little bit more.
I agree. I love
Easier
that
said than
full
done, though.
Terminator.
It's been done.
We've seen it. I mean, what a way to kick off this first event here in Tennessee. Back-to-back finishes on the early prelims. A very interesting matchup here with Woerner and Grice. Beautiful jab from Woerner, excuse me.
Nice right hook to the body from the southpaw position. Grice trying to press the takedown.
As we approach the midway point of the second round, this is going to be the longest fight of Trevor Grice's career, who ends up on his back. Oh, nice up kick though from Grice.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for those. Slick takedown though for Woerner, just a trip. Those effortless ones are the best ones. Now in the closed guard, did eat an up kick along the way, which you saw, Ron.
And then punched his way right into the guard. And an opportunity with 2 minutes to go. Man, he's had some success with those elbows.
Yeah, now we get to see the groundwork of Woerner here. What he's going to do in the closed guard, what kind of ground and pound he has.
Hammer fist. There's a nice elbow from Grice off his back.
Yeah, Woerner doing a great job of mixing his grappling up with his ground and pound. Some very good pummeling that a lot of people can't see or understand how much work is going on, trying to get the inside control so you can land solid ground and pound. Both guys have to watch out for submissions and watch out for strikes. And before you land those punches, you want to pummel in and be in the right position. Woerner doing a great job of mixing that up, controlling his opponent, making sure he doesn't get up, and getting in the right position to land some devastating strikes.
Hammer fist coming down, under a minute to go.
Punch, punch, control. Hammer fist, control. And just start climbing the ladder. I assume we'll see him let his hands go more and more as he sees it, just like now, Ron.
And now on the back. Nope. Grice escapes, but not out of trouble. More hammer fist, more ground and pound. Woerner just swarming Grice now.
But as you can see, as Woerner starts landing more punches and taking more risk, it gives Grice the opportunity to have space and get up. And so he gets to his knees, but at the same time, Woerner did some serious damage and now has a choke.
Oh, that is tight, and that is all! Bryce Woerner, walk-off submission in his LFA debut. The 22-year-old from Nashville, Tennessee, hears it from the local Tennessee fans. What a finish, Gil.
What a finish, and just impressed with this young man's composure and just systematic. Just controlled the distance, landed some good strikes, great clinches, great elbows, took his opponent down, finished with some really good ground and pound, just made the very good decision. Seemed like he kept his heart rate at a nice 80%, never exerted too much energy. Very good, very great job, systematic out there.
3 fights, 3 finishes here on the LFA Fight Network and the 219 preliminary bouts. And Gil, this was the beginning of the end.
Yeah, Woerner started opening up and ground and pounding, and Grice started making his way to his knees, but by opening up, the submission was available. Woerner gives a thumbs up, took a nice walk in the park, didn't even celebrate. This had his heart rate down at 8 the whole time, man. Just really impressive.
And Trevor Grice had no chance and no choice but to tap out. That was a slick finish by Bryce Woerner. His second career submission win. He now improves to 2-0 as a pro, 1-0 here inside the LFA Octagon. Let's get the official time. Here's Mike.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Keith Peterson, calls a stop to this fight. 4 minutes, 50 seconds into the second round, declaring your winner by tap out in a rear naked choke, Bryce, the Raging Cajun Woerner.
Nashville-based Bryce Woerner extends his win streak to 10 straight, including his amateur career, second consecutive victory as a pro, and the first W in the LFA Octagon. Well, thank you for watching the LFA 219 preliminary bouts on the LFA Fight Network on YouTube. Select preliminary bouts air before every main card on the LFA Fight Network, and follow the promotion on all social media platforms at LFA Fighting. For my broadcast partners, Carissa Maxwell, Mike Kendall, and the champ, Gilbert Melendez. We'll see you over on UFC Fight Pass at the top of the hour.
This is as real as it gets, and it's mind-blowing.
I love everything about that fight.
These are the moments that the fighters live for. I can't wait. Kicked him in the face. Rose.
We will all witness a piece of UFC history.
Unbelievable.
You're sitting at home watching this, and you just go, holy shit.
The double tap does what he wants.
Master, teach me Kung Fu.
One of the most epic fights.
There's nothing I do better in this life than fighting.
Unbroken, baby. This team is unbroken.
We have a sport with some of the best athletes in the world.
Boom!
One of the greatest knockouts you'll ever see!
Oh!
The UFC has never been stronger.
It does not get any better. Oh, that is good.
This is a crazy sport, ladies and gentlemen.